So this will be a combo video of a bench press and squat workout. As usual, always starting off with some sort of primer or mobility or some sort of activation. And since this is an upper body, it's a pressing session. Of course, I'm going to warm up the shoulders and the rotator cuff and upper back and everything just to get things ready. And on this day, I was doing some bench press. No bands, no contrast, no nothing. I think I went up to 375 or 385 for top weight. Wasn't feeling particularly strong on the day, but the prescribed weights weren't an issue for me. I mean, I would say I think I was doing sets of 5. I guess we're gonna find out here in a minute together. Really kind of focusing on making sure technique was good, making sure that my left shoulder, was in a good position. Make sure both of my shoulders were back, shoulder blades pulled back together and down, so that it puts that left shoulder in a good position so it doesn't ache. I don't really know what's going on with it. If I get in a good position for a bench, it doesn't hurt at all. So can't be that bad, right? But the focus, the goal is on technique, and so that I don't actually hurt myself or make anything worse. So I was happy with the effort. This is a typical day for me, lifting after a 11 or a 12-hour shift. So those things just take a little bit out of you. I think this is my top set at 365. It felt a lot slower than it actually moved. And it's when I'm tired, when I'm physically or mentally tired from the day, that's how it is. It moves, but it ain't the fastest thing in the world. It doesn't feel the fastest thing in the world. So it is what it is. Triceps are looking pretty good though. All the tricep work I've been doing has really been paying off. So happy with that, and we'll continue to do so as long as it's in the program, and I believe it will be. Right after bench, we went to some pin lay rows. A lot of pin lay rows. Josh has me doing a lot of pin lay rows, and both pronated grip and supinated grip. Usually doing something in the 10 rep range, 4 sets of 10 or so. Nothing particularly heavy, usually like a 7 RPE, which for me, 10 reps, probably going to end up being like 275 to 295 pounds usually. And then more back work, pull-ups, and tricep work, direct tricep work every single session. I do more tricep work than anything, and I think that's key for a lot of throwers. Your triceps, well, for athletes in general, triceps got to be strong. If you're trying to fill out shirt sleeves, the triceps got to be big. So might as well do a lot of direct tricep work. So that wrapped up the upper body session, and a couple days later, I was in here to do squats. This was a great session. I actually felt really good for this one. I don't remember if this one was after work. I do think it was after I got off work. So all the more better. It didn't feel bad. I wasn't tired. Mentally, I was queued up for it. Just raring to go on the session. Of course, mobilizing, getting a lot of soft tissues ready to work. Going into the session, make sure the hips are going to be open and feel good. And just with any of your warm-up stuff, one component of the warm-up is to assess what the body feels today. Because it's good to know. It's good to kind of like take inventory of little issues, so if you need to do more work on them, or just kind of take note of them, so that if things start getting worse, you can get it addressed, maybe by a professional. So this was actually supposed to be working up to 465 or 485 for 3, and I read it wrong, and I decided I was adding more weight. I've been using a conservative max just because of the SI joint issue. So I do have a little wiggle room when I do get the percentages, so I can add a little bit if I'm feeling good or have been feeling good for a few days. So I got a little bit of latitude there. So added weight. Instead of doing the 475, I did the 495. And like I said, misread the workout, and I thought I was supposed to be doing 5s. Apparently, when I got up to the heavier weights, I was supposed to be doing sets of 3. So, yeah, that's on reading. Should pay better attention, I suppose. But yeah, this is same as with bench. I'm really focused on making sure that I'm locked in, good, strong core, not allowing myself to bend forward or get any butt wink at the bottom, because I don't want the SI joint doesn't move a lot. I don't even know why it's called a joint or what the heck it even does, but when you do go into that lumbar flexion, it does move a little bit, and I'm just trying to avoid that. I don't need it to move. I need everything to be locked in. Another notable component of the day was just as a testament to how good I was feeling was no belt on this session. Back to squatting, no belt, and I can appreciate that. I don't really like using that belt for almost anything, so was happy to be able to crank out a clean set of 5 of nearly 500 pounds without the belt. And then a back down set at like 465 for a set of 5 on the end of that. And then the accessory work, just doing some single leg. There's a lot of single leg work, which I think is probably the reason that the low back is getting better. I mean, it's not just getting better on its own. I think it is the single leg and specifically addressing the adductors that is helping a lot with the SI joint kind of being stable, I suppose. And I'm doing single leg work in all kinds of different planes and different directions. So a lot of these step ups like this, kind of controlling negative and then pushing up. And then I have the weighted step ups sometimes with just where I will hold dumbbells in each hand. Of course, the Cossack squats and the furniture slider squats, skater squats. I got a whole bunch of single leg work that he has me doing, and they're all pretty good. They're helping a ton, I believe. And I think for overall athleticism, they really help a lot. And there's those dumbbell step ups, lateral step ups at that. A good athlete's going to be doing a lot of stuff on single legs, right? That's when you're in the game. When you're throwing off of one leg a lot of times, or moving through the trig, you're throwing off of one leg. And then also contact sports, so rugby, running sports, pretty much all of them where you're moving. There's a lot of times you're shifted over just to one side, so it's good to be stable on one leg. So good strong adductors, good strong hips. The clamshells and the Copenhagen combinations are definitely good. So I do recommend you do that. All right, so that's it. That's a squat and a bench session. Hope you enjoyed it. See y'all later.